My mama calls, seen you on TV, says that shit done changed. Ever since we was young, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I would be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People, they say we changed it, but we made it. Yeah, we made it. They were never friendly, now I'm jumping out the Bentley. And you know it sounds dramatic, but you know I had to have it. For the money, I'm a savage, got me itching like an addict. I surrounded 20 babies, but they didn't know me last year. Everyone wanna act like they important. Out of me nothing when that's on my door, yeah. Everyone counting on me, drop the ball, yeah. Everything causing like I'm at the border, yeah. Any fight we're winning, put your lighters to the sky. How can I make sense when I got millions on my mind? Come here with that bullshit, I just put it to the side. Ballin' since a baby, they can see it in my eyes. My mama calls, seen you on TV, says that shit done changed. Ever since we was young, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I would be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People, they say we changed it, but we made it. They always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People, they say we changed it, but we made it. We made it. My mama called, seen you on TV, says that shit done changed. Ever since we was young, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I wouldn't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People, they say we changed it, but we made it. They always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People, they say we changed it, but we made it. We made it.
It's Nose of the Grindstone. Daddy worked like a mule mining Pike County coal. He fucked up his back and couldn't work anymore. He said one of these days you'll get out of these hills. Keep your nose on the grindstone and out of the pills. See, the ways of this world will just bring you to tears. Keep the Lord in your heart and you'll have nothing to fear. Live the best that you can. And don't lie and don't steal. Keep your nose on the grindstone and out of the pills. Well, Daddy, I've been trying, I just can't catch a break. There's too much in this world that I can't seem to shake. But I remember your words, Lord, they bring me to chills. Keep your nose on the grindstone and out of the pills. Keep in mind that a man's just as good as his word. It takes twice as long to build bridges you've burnt. And there's hurt you can cause, time alone cannot heal. Keep your nose on the grindstone and out of the pills. Well, Daddy, I've been trying, I just can't catch a break. There's too much in this world I can't seem to shake. But I remember your words, Lord, they bring me to chills. Keep your nose on the grindstone and out of the pills. Keep your nose on the grindstone.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Lunar Beaches Crypto, where we ride the waves of the crypto market. In all markets, any kind of markets. We like to do them all. We like to do them all. How are you guys doing? Good morning. It is Thursday. One more day until Friday. It is Thursday, June 27th, 2024 at 5:53 a.m. Central Standard Time. Get up bright and early. Getting up bright and early every single day. 4 days in a row, guys. Thank you. Be proud of me. I made it 4 days in a row. Make it one more. Good morning. Let's go ahead and say good morning to chat. Good morning, Hud Store. Hud Store. Good morning, Blackie Chan. Yes, 1000% my speed. Yeah, sometimes I can get into. I listen to a little bit of everything, man. I listen to a little bit of everything. Melissa, good morning. One love. One love. Good morning, Magnum DeFi. Good morning, Jim G. And good morning to the amazing 69% trader, Anthony Surfprano. Good morning, guys. All right, today's the day. Today is the day. Let's go ahead and get into it. We have final GDP, quarter over quarter. We have unemployment claims. And we have pending home sales. How big is a final GDP quarter over quarter? Usually the first time they drop a GDP, like the first draft of it, that's usually the most volatile. But this one just feels like it's going to bring a lot of volatility with it. Not only that, we have unemployment claims coming out at the exact same time. It's forecasted at 236,000 unemployment claims. we want to see that number hit or we want to beat it. Why? Because unemployment claims, if they are on the rise, shows that the Fed's mandate, whatever the Fed is doing, it is working-ish. You know, it at least gives that appearance. It is working. Oh, my nose is super itchy. And so therefore, they can start talking or thinking about rate cuts. Now, I honestly think they can think about rate cuts whether or not the unemployment claims are high or low. Why? Because if it's as long as inflation is coming down, then that's all that really matters. But that's not how markets see it. So we got to go with how the markets see it. All I know is that if the bottom is not in, we are very close. Home data and tomorrow's data going to be the real impactors to price movement. The pending home sales today? That's possible. Pending home sales at 10 a.m. And tomorrow we have core PCE price index. So these are all high impact economic data releases. So we just just be safe or be prepared for volatility around 8:30 and around 10. Doesn't mean it's guaranteed that we're going to get it around those times, but we could. So just be mindful of that. And just be careful. Why is your name Lunar Beaches? So I came up with Lunar Beaches. I was in a chat one time, and so this is when I first got into crypto. I became part of this was December 20. No, this would have been January. Sometime. Doesn't matter. I was in this XRP group, okay, when I first got into crypto. And I was in this Discord, and I can't remember what it was. What was it? But the whole thing was we were all going to buy XRP because we were going to go to the moon for some reason. I can't remember what that reason was. And then it tanked on us. And that's what happens because it turned out it was a pump and dump. But so Lunar Beaches came up because somebody in that group, in that community, said something like, well, I can't wait until we party on the beaches of the moon. And I was, beaches of the moon. I like that. Beaches of the moon. And I was like, Moon Beach? And I was like, no, there's already like a moon Lambo. And there's already Carl from the moon. You know, there's people with moon in their names already. What can I use for moon instead? And I came up with lunar. And then I was like, all right, so beaches on the moon, lunar beaches. Oh, well, let's just go with lunar beaches. Lunar beaches crypto. So that's how I came up with lunar beaches. I knew it had something to do with being a moon boy. Yeah, a little bit. So that's, I wouldn't say I was a moon boy. It's just I played into the meme. You know what I mean? Because, like, last cycle, I wasn't even thinking we were going to 100K. Like, I was telling people, we're probably not going to go to 100K. But, hey. But, yeah, has to do with beaches of the moon. Hola, French toaster. And partying on the beaches of the moon. And if I'm being quite honest, it's when I was drinking, and I was super drunk at the time. So. But that was over 3.5 years ago because I quit drinking 3.5 years ago. So do you still have any XRP or did you give up? I wouldn't say I've given up per se. I would just say that I don't like sitting in something that's doing nothing for long periods of time. So move funds around. What? Where is XRP going now? Sideways? Sideways forever and ever is where XRP is going now. Let's go to the charts. Let's go ahead and look at the ZERP, XRP, the ZERP. Let's go to the daily and just look at it. Let's see what this looks like. Got this on Coinbase. I don't even know what I was doing over here. Let's go to a different chart that actually has some history on it. The toilet. Wish I'd known drunk lunar. I was fun. I was a little too fun. A little obnoxious. More obnoxious than I am today. So imagine that. Yeah, this is just what I've been looking at on XRP. Maybe we get back down to this box. I mean, you know me and my equal lows. I do have my equal. Oh, it looks like I already have an alert here. Relatively equal lows here. So I was kind of thinking maybe it'll come down and drop below 40 cents again, and then it'll launch. I don't really know. I don't really care. It's kind of one of those things. You know, if I can take advantage of jumping in a scalp trade on it, I will. But I have not been holding any for a little while now, so I'd just like to see my capital get put to use, you know. So I do still have a couple of XRP NFTs, but that's about it. And the only reason I still have them is because I have them up for sale, but nobody's buying them. So there's that. Let's go back to Bitcoin. All right, so Bitcoin, this is yesterday. Let's just go ahead and review yesterday because Rockinos, shout out to Rockinos over in my channel in the Alex O Crypto Discord. He posted something yesterday. I think he was it was just a paper trade. He went and did he saw this here, right? This fair value gap and this push down, and I guess since we broke this low, he saw this one and then he put a trade in like this, put that right there, and then yeah, so he got stopped out, right? It was like this. So he got stopped out. He said, and I asked him why. Why do you think you got stopped out? And he said he didn't know. And I was like, all right, so what I see is I see some relatively equal highs up here. So I would have had that as a possibility because this is a pretty known pattern known as turtle soup. If you are an ICT guy, this is a classic example of turtle soup, where you come up, you take out some liquidity, or you have a draw on liquidity, and then it reverses on you like this. But so we had these equal highs, relatively equal highs. Then we had a fair value gap right here, okay? And then if I go, actually, no, it's right here. Then we have an inverse fair value gap right here. So we had three areas where price could have reached to, and then it reversed. Now, for me, as soon as I see this large engulfing candle after the sweep like this, then I will start looking for shorts in here. So now that I have my draw on liquidity, now I will look for the trade. So I'll drop down to the 5 minute. my draw on liquidity and the push down, and now I have a nice nice shift in market structure, and we get the move back to the fair value gap. You also have order block, and then it reverses on itself. That's the trade I would have taken. Because then we have this. You can put your short. I've been putting them at the candle opens, and then run it down, take out lows. So you could either hold this all the way through, or you can aim for these equal lows right here. So we have these equal lows right here. And there's your draw on liquidity. Both sides. Then you get your little relief and a push down. Good morning, Alex or Crypto. Isn't there an FEG above it too? Wait, above what? 15. Throw some otters in the chat for Alex or Crypto. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, my friend. He must be up to watch Crypto Face. Fair value gap above that too. Yeah, I guess there's a little bitty one right here. There's also a imbalance right here. A little bit of an imbalance where we don't have candle bodies touching. See that space when it is just wicks? Oftentimes price does like to come back to those. Not all the time, but oftentimes. There we go. Look at all those chests. No appointment in 30 minutes. This is my life now. Y'all be going to hella appointments, man. I don't remember like all these appointments. Of course. Yeah, I really don't. I don't remember going to too many appointments. It was like once a month or something. Seems like you're going all the time. Thought, is this not baby related, or I assuming it's baby related, right? Welcome to the land of the early rising. Alex of Crypto used to get up early all the time, so this isn't anything new for him. Your wife went? Oh wait, maybe she did, and I was at work. Maybe she did, and I was at work. She went all the time, probably. I had to work. It's Canada. All the appointments happen at once. They gotta get them in. Yeah. This is your life now, brother. I mean, eventually you won't have to keep going to the doctor, but you'll be too busy with the little person, with the little one. Anyway. So first thing I'm noticing right now, current price action are these relatively equal lows down here. I don't know how the data is going to go today. Let me just zoom out real quick and just show you guys, because I think a lot of people, I might be getting people a bit too bullish too soon, and that's my bad. But I've tried to make it clear that I am waiting for something specific, okay? And that is just for us to put in higher highs and higher lows. Like as soon as we can break in a high like this and we can come down and hold, that's all I'm looking for. That's all I care about. So even if we were to go lower, which is possible, I would still be looking for that higher high, higher low. Okay? That is all I'm looking for right now. I'm looking for that higher high, higher low. I will probably try to take a long here if price comes down to it. I will try to take a long here, and personally, I'm saying I'm not telling you to do it. I'm saying I would do it. I'm trying to take a long here, and I hold that until I can't anymore. Mark Dutch. I get allergies shots Thursdays. Today is not baby. I went there. Yeah. Allergy shots. Anyone else waiting on 58K? So we could, I mean, we already got 58.5. What more do you want? Setup already given. Oh, yeah. Setup already given. Let's see Alexo Crypto's setup. He gives us setups in advance because he's a G. I'm not much of a setup giver. I want you to learn how to do this yourself. Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. Alexo Crypto. Alex TA. Key levels. Here we go. Here's your Alex TA. I can't read this. What is this in Canadian dollars? 63. What is this? Is this Canadian? So we get to the top of the range on some low leverage. I just feel like they're going to try and chip away at the limit orders set down there again. I don't know, man. So, oh, wait. Here we go. My bad. There it is. Okay, yeah, there we go. See? We were thinking the exact same thing. I love it. Oh, wait, you're behind me. Setups. You've never been upset before, David? Dutch. Stop effing with me. I did scroll. See, y'all are behind. So, yeah. Found the setup. It's the exact same as mine. Confluence between LBC and the AOC. All right, there you go. We got some confluence between AOC and the LBC. Both thinking the same thing, so let's go. We live in the future. Yeah. Yes, we do, my friend. Yes, we do. Yeah. So apparently, Blocky Chan shared this in the Lunar Beaches Discord. Check it out in the description down below. Satoshi era Bitcoin wallet wakes up after 14 years. Forgot it's still morning and you're waking up live on YouTube. Yeah, exactly. Summertime in the LBC. Yawn USDT. Oh my God. Are you really yawning at me right now? Are you really yawning at me right now? Dutch. Don't be such a D-bag. A Satoshi era Bitcoin wallet dating back to 2010 woke up from dormancy after 14 years and sent 50 Bitcoin to the Binance crypto exchange. The Satoshi era refers to the period between 2009 and 2011, during which Bitcoin pseudonymous creator Satoshi Nakamoto was active on online forums. Bitcoin miner turns $25 Bitcoin to $3 million. Holy shnikes. I've been his friend for 2 years and he doesn't give me a wrench. Oh my God. When was the last time? You hardly even show up in my chats. And you show up for like 5 seconds. How can I even have time to give you a wrench? Fine. Hold my bag. Alexo Crypto is now a moderator. There. Good job. According to data from on-chain analytics firm Look On Chain, the Bitcoin wallet is linked to a BTC miner who earned 50 BTC as mining rewards in July 2010. These are some of the earliest mined Bitcoin when the mining reward. Anyways, I don't know how much more we can get into this. Satoshi era wallet woke up and sold 50 or transferred 50 Bitcoin anyway to Binance. Cool. A mother otter. Mother otter. I'm so glad I wake up early now. I missed so much. You get a wrench. You get a wrench. Wrenches for everybody. I fell into the porta potty blue water. Oh God. We call that the kiss of Poseidon. Whenever you take a deuce in the porta potty, and it drips that water up onto your buttocks. That's what it is. So yeah, so we have our perp volume remaining kind of flat. So that kind of tells me that not a lot of people are opening a lot of positions right now. Our open interest has been kind of sliding down a little bit as we are moving to the upside a little bit. So I don't know, man. And our open interest overall has been kind of sideways and down a little bit, mostly sideways, while price has been coming down. So open positions are over here just sitting kind of still. And with this whole move down for almost 3 weeks straight, hardly any longs liquidated in that time span. Hardly anything was liquidated in that time span. So that tells me that we are looking at possibly way more directional shorts in this range right here, short liquidity, than we have on long liquidity. So shorts at some point are going to get wrecked. At some point. Ew, I don't use porta potties. I'm a man, but not that much of a man. Smurf juice. Yeah, it's been a long time since I did the other one. Since I sat down in a porta potty, if you know what I mean. It's been a long time since I've done that. But yeah. I've done it though. They're fun at festivals. Always go in with two. Oh, Dutch. Anyways, our fear and greed is sitting at a 46. I think that's the same as it was yesterday. I don't know. 3,940 Bitcoins liquidated by U.S. market stability threat. I love how we get Mt. Gox news and all this kind of FUD right at the lows. It's kind of interesting how that happens. Pay attention to the narratives and when they are occurring. Because remember, if you weren't here last bull run, we had Elon Musk going on SNL was like the big thing, or Coinbase IPO was like the big thing. One of those was the top of the market in May. So, and they were both tops for their current, they were both local tops. So, big, what you would think, super bullish news at tops. Be careful with that, because that's how we kind of call tops, okay? Something big, something really big. You're feeling very euphoric. You think it's just going to keep going. It's going to go to the moon. Oh my God, this one big thing, it's just going to get us there. Elon Musk is going to go on there. He's going to say Dogecoin to the moon, and we're going to go to the freaking moon. And then next thing you know, it dumps on us as soon as he says it. Why is that? Why does that happen? Because they're enticing you to come in and buy so that they can sell. You can't sell if no one's buying. You can't buy if no one's selling. That's how it is. Solano. If you had 20,000, what would you buy? Are you asking me? If I had $20,000, what would I buy right now? $20,000, what would I buy? AVAX. I would buy AVAX, Ordi, Link, AVAX, Ordi, Link. Yeah, probably 5K into all of those. AVAX, Ordi, Link, maybe Runes. No, Render. I'll say Render. Render, AVAX, Ordi, and Link. $5,000 into each. That's what I would get. Yeah. I really like AVAX for this next part of the cycle coming up. I really like it. It's looking really good to me. Because we've already had a distribution, a correction. So now I'm looking for a push up. This will be an area of resistance, but I would think that we would push through that. And then we have a lot more stuff that we can get to. But we got to get above this value area high first, and that area of resistance right above it. So get through that, and that thing will keep going. But I really like AVAX. I think it has some good moves in it. Buys XRP. Yeah, you would never buy XRP, so I ain't got to worry about that. I've got this feeling AVAX, ADA, XRP will be so disappointing this cycle. ADA and XRP. I don't know about AVAX, but I can definitely see ADA and definitely XRP being disappointing. So yeah, I missed Ordi at the bottom. Well, we all miss everything or something at the bottom, right? There's something at the bottom that we missed that is now up thousands of percentage points. So we can't even think about that kind of stuff. We don't need to think about that kind of stuff. We don't need that kind of negativity in our lives. We got to have positive mindsets. We can't be thinking about what we missed. We can only think about what we can do to improve and make more money into the future, and preserving our capital and making sure our minds are right. We've got we're staying disciplined. We're being consistent. We're being patient. Yeah, those are all key traits in being good traders and having that positive mindset. And yeah, just not freaking out, not getting hope when you shouldn't have hope, like when you're in a losing trade and things start to die or the market goes against you and you don't cut the trade and you just think, I'm just going to keep adding to my position to lower the entry, and it's going to at least reverse and let me get out at break even. But then the dip keeps on dipping when you should have just cut that trade and saved that capital for another trade. So, yeah, there you go. So FET is down big, probably because of FET and Ocean, because apparently Coinbase is not going to be being part of the migrating process of FET and Ocean to ASI. So no, I feel attacked. I'm going back to bed. Why do you feel attacked? I got a feeling they'll have a kind of mid-cycle and will perform next cycle again. There's a lot of stuff that I think is having a mid-cycle for sure. I definitely agree with you on that. For sure. There's like Solana is definitely one of those. Hello. Solana is definitely one of those. I feel like this is a distribution top. And let me see if, yeah. Let me go to Binance because I know it has more of the history. So yeah, this feels like more of a retrace, and then it's gonna just come back. It's gonna come back down to here. I mean, we can look at AVAX, right? Retrace, but see, the reason why I like AVAX is because it didn't even make it to the 50% retracement, so technically didn't have a full retrace, which means it can still come up and get more of a retrace. I don't know if it'll get to all-time highs. We do have these equal highs over here, though. But for a lot of altcoins, I do feel like that their upside is going to be limited. That they're going to see a retrace. They're going to get into the retrace levels right here between the 50 and the 786, and maybe some of them will peak above that. But that's going to be it. They're going to top just like that. An example. Bitcoin Cash maybe? Go back to last cycle. There we go. See, this one didn't even make it to 50%. But see, I'm kind of thinking that like AVAX is like right here, right? Or more like right here. And then it's got that push in it later on, right? So I'm thinking a lot of alts are doing something like this, where they just come up short. Now you see this one didn't come up to full retracement either. Did it even make the 50? Nope. So they don't have to. But this is also Bitcoin Cash, and yeah, it's Bitcoin Cash. Litecoin might be a better example. It might have. I think it double topped on the all-time high. Yeah, double topped on the all-time high. So that's something that I could see happening for some alts. We get that double top on the all-time high. I'll mostly just be watching for Ethereum ETF news and seeing how that goes, and your what do you call it? Your rate cuts, stuff like that. So LBC and fam, what is going on? All set. Yeah, that sounds right, because my biggest bag is ADA and Matic, so just natural they're gonna disappoint. Sorry, dog. Yeah. I think we could see that just a retrace on a lot of alts that did really well last cycle, but they're just gonna have a tough time this cycle. I don't know, man. Yeah, so another just ADA, Cardano, maybe it'll like come up to here or something like that. And that's it. That's all it does. And then we have to wait until 2028 before it does anything else. Possibly. We'll see. ETH to 16,000, says Alex Crypto. Big party here today. What's going on? In mine? Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, because I do got to say goodbye. I do have the fiat mining job today, and I've got to get to work. So, yeah. Got the Bitcoin trade set up. Alex has already set it up, so my job is done. I'm not needed any longer. Alex already has the setup. The same setup. I have the exact same setup, so just go to Alex's channel and look at his setup. So, yeah. Thank you guys for being here. As always, thank you for the support. Oh, for those. This is my setup. There we go. Bang, bang, gang, gang. Okay. 60,000. 59.3. 65,183. Yeah. Seems good to me. This is per Coinbase too, so. So yeah. Anyways, thank you all for joining me. Hey, intro. You want to stop playing now? Hey, intro. You want to stop playing now? Thank you. That's the second time I've done it this week. Closing scene is what I meant to go to. My God. There we go. All right, so yeah, be careful, guys. Don't forget, 8:30 and 10 o'clock are going to be the times to watch. 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, AM. So 1 hour from now is 8:30. That's when we get the GDP and unemployment claims data release. Be really careful during that. May not do anything. May not be a big market mover. But probably just watch it. And then we have at 10 o'clock. So we have 8:30 for that data. We have 9:30 for market open, and then 30 minutes later we'll have the home sales. So just be paying attention to those. Expect volatility today. I do think we should finally get some volatility today and get a little bit of direction of where we will be going today. If not today, definitely tomorrow. Maybe we get some crazy volatility today that wipes out a little bit on both sides, longs and shorts, and then we get a little bit of chop for the rest of the day, and then Friday sets the trend, closing out the half, the quarter, the month, and then going into the next quarter. So, anyways, thank you guys, as always, for joining me. If you wouldn't mind hitting that like button on your way out, subscribing to the channel if you are new. I appreciate each and every single one of you for being here. Have a blessed day. Have a wonderful day. But as always, have a radical day. Ride the waves. Peace out.